Hey YouTube, I'm here in Folsom, just showing you another part of the broken American dream. Obviously, they started to build a house here, probably I'm imagining around 2005, 2006, and they cleared the lot and built the foundation, and then for whatever reason they weren't able to complete it. And so you can see here's Folsom. And I'm just going to talk to you about all the broken dreams that are here that I've been researching, and it's kind of hard to find. You know, they aren't advertised, but I paid to join a website. I got a free trial, and it showed me where all the foreclosures are. And it showed that most of the people that are in foreclosure or in pre-foreclosure here are in debt, like behind in their payments, from between $20,000 to $40,000. And basically a lot of them are negative. I'd say anywhere between $200,000 and $700,000 on their properties, which is pretty dramatic. You know, I mean, I didn't even really expect that. From what I heard, that the real estate didn't go down that much here, but obviously something's going on where they're trying to hide the true figures from you. So I'm going to be poking around here trying to figure out where these houses are and show you some images. And I'm also going to show you like a lot of the empty retail space, which it's all tied in together. You know, the same people that own the retail space are the same people that own these houses, and a lot of people thought it would never happen here, and they're amazed at how dramatic the crash is and how dramatic it's going to be, because it's basically just still starting. And years ago I said that the real estate here was about 90% overvalued, and people laughed at me, but we're starting to approach those levels. It's possible. So a house that was $700,000 before, maybe in a couple years will be selling for $70,000. And it's not only that there's also a lot of faulty construction. From what I heard, there's so much corruption going on between the lenders, the title companies, the brokers, the financing, and the inspectors, that a lot of people told me, because I was involved in construction, that when they went to go and do the inspections, that they would basically give the inspector a ticket to a really fancy country club, golf club, so he would be golfing on that day and he wouldn't even inspect anything. So you know, a lot of corners got cut. So, you know, really you're just paying a ton of money for just a fancy plywood box that isn't even built right. And I think just people just went insane, because it's just not worth it. And you know, it's crashing now, and it's nowhere near where the bottom is, trust me. Hey YouTube, today I'm up in Folsom, California. I wanted to show you that the economic crisis isn't only affecting the lower income people, that it's also hitting hard up here. It's taken a little longer to hit, but it's just as bad. You can check it out. This is where all the car dealerships is, Folsom Imports, and obviously it's shut down. I don't know if you want to take a look inside. So as you can see, it's all stripped out. Obviously nobody's wanting to move in here. It's been like this for quite a while now. Check this out, YouTube. So far this year in Sacramento, there's been 6 shootings and 2 fatalities of police shooting at citizens, and it's already topped 2011. So we're lining up for a very, very violent year, and probably the cops are getting a lot more violent responses from people. People are just fed up with the economy, way things are going, and they're going postal. So here we found this huge empty commercial space. It just goes on and on and on. And like I was saying, that you know, you need to imagine that at one time these were full and it was providing a lot of jobs. So now what happened to all these people, and what happened to the owners? Obviously they own houses around here. It could be the people that are in foreclosures right now. And you know, it's not as obvious here. You don't see boarded up places, you don't see vandalism, you don't see garbage, but the decay is still here. It's just somewhat more hidden. You need to realize that there's a lot of defense industry here. There's Intel. We just passed a place that does electronic warfare. So I don't know what that means. I mean, you heard that they're cutting back a lot in the Army on defense. So I guess that's even, you know, people thought they had safe federal, you know, jobs, contractor jobs. Even that's going out the window. Look, that's locked up. They got chains on that. Will it ever open again? Or will it just descend into ruins? There's some lights on in there. I don't see anything going on, but maybe they're doing that to avoid break-in. And you need to realize that there's a lot of corruption even here. It doesn't look like it, but below the surface, what you need to realize is when the real estate boom was going on, from the very top, from the government and the banks, all the way down to the real estate agents that were taking kickbacks and throwing out kickbacks. I don't know if you people know that, but a lot of times when you went to go and buy a house, they'd say, well, let's just throw 20, 30, 40,000 extra dollars onto the house and we'll kick it back to you in cash. And I've even heard of people that did that maybe 10 times. You know, they got $300,000 in cash. And then, you know, they didn't even make any payments on it and just walked away. You know, it's not just poor people that are criminals. They're actually probably the worst criminals. The biggest criminals, most successful ones are up here. And if you don't believe me that's going on, it is. And I'm sure a lot of you people know that it is. And so I'm still here in Folsom, and this is one of the main shopping centers in the center. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of vacancies. So you can see that really the whole real estate collapse is just going up the food chain. You know, the big guys are getting hurt now too. All this is empty over here. That over there. Pretty much this whole side of this strip mall is shut down. I just wonder how much longer this can go on. I mean, how can they sustain the same rents and everything? You know, maybe people are dipping into their savings. I'm pretty sure that's what happened up here, is that, you know, a lot of people up here have retirement and everything like that, a bunch of savings that they were able to dip into. That's why you're not seeing quite as many foreclosures up here yet. But it's coming to the point where they haven't got a lot left, and a lot of them are just walking away, or they don't have a choice. They lost their job, they lost their business, and that's it. And it's going to hurt the banks a lot more than the subprime. Now the all A is going, and then the prime is going to go next. So I just wanted to show you this. It's a huge development that isn't finished. It just goes on and on all the way back there. They put in the roads. It looks like they put in some of the water and utilities, but they just had to block it off with these gates. It looks like it's been here for quite a while now. They're pretty much rotten, and I'm sure it's an eyesore for the people who do have build houses here. Alright, so I'm here at the Palladio Mall in Folsom. And, well, first I want to say, why is it that they have to name everything after Italian names, but it doesn't even mean anything? I'm pretty sure in Italian, if you told them Italian Palladio, they would say, what is that? It's like a fake Italian, and it pretty much symbolizes exactly what this place is, completely fake. You know, they have these columns, but some kind of like stucco, and then with styrofoam on the inside, and it's just a veneer, like I've been trying to say. All of this California wealth is manufactured counterfeit wealth. Just like most of the people here, they don't really make anything, they don't really do anything. Anyways, they started building this place around 2007, and then I think in 2008 they completely stopped construction on it, and pretty much it sat like that for around 2 years. And now it seems like they finished a lot of it, but still the majority of it is vacant. And they're trying to make it look like it's not vacant though, with all these signs. But everything's all locked. And it's weird because in the front is occupied. But then, like, when you get down in here, you see that most of it isn't. So they're really trying to deceive people, you know, into thinking that this place is succeeding, but it really can't be making much money. And I'm gonna take you walk around and like check it out. Alright, so I'm here at the corner of Via Flori and Via Sole in Palladio, and I just want to impress on you just how surreal it is here. I mean, it's completely vacant, but they've done such a good job of making it look like it's not. I mean, they must have spent a lot of money on these, I don't know what you'd call them, these like curtains or whatever. And the weird thing is, I mean, you'd think it would say coming soon, but obviously there's no demand for these places. I mean, it doesn't look like, appear like they're trying to move anybody's trying to move in or do any kind of like fixing it up at all. It's just staying like this, and it's been like this for a long time. So who knows if they'll ever really finish this place off, and even if they do, what's the point? I mean, obviously no one is willing to rent these places. There's no demand. Are these people just insane? I mean, are they just throwing away their money? And why would they do that? Obviously they think things are going to come back. They probably think that they're being really smart by buying things cheap, getting cheap labor right now. But personally, I don't think so. So I was wondering what this stuff is that they're covering all the windows with. And it's just like it's like a curtain, a tarp, a plastic tarp that they covered everything with. Sneaky. This is all empty. All 360 degrees.